It's Friday, December 9th, and I am editing the first week vlog I did, so I can post it. A little late, but whatever. That's fine. I also finished another book. I'm now up to 4 books finished in 9 days. The book that I finished was A Virtuous Ruby, which was an ebook, and I'm on to the next ebook, which is a Vera McFarlane book, because I want to try to finish most of her books this year and then do a video where I rank them. So, all of the content coming at you here in December. What have I done today? Nothing productive except edit this. I haven't really read anything. I've done some cursory other stuff. So I will put a little clip in here of my editing, and then hopefully the next update I will have finished something. Caitlin of the future, finish a book. Professional for an interview I have on Thursday. It is Saturday the 10th, I think, of December. And everything is in progress and nothing is done. I'm going to go check and see if my captions have showed up for the video about my first week of reading. And then if they have, I'm going to quick edit those and post that. So that'll be exciting. First video in like 6 months. It turns out that when you actually start editing your vlog before you're done with it, like while you're still working on footage, you can figure out what's missing. And one thing that is definitely missing is any kind of progress update of where I'm at and what I'm doing and what I'm in the middle of. So y'all know what to watch for. Between last vlog that is now posted and now, I finished A Virtuous Ruby by Piper Hughley. I believe that this is considered a Christian historical romance, but it's not published by one of like the big Christian romance publishing houses like Bethany or Thomas Nelson or all of the other kind of Christian Christian publishing imprints or houses. And I think it's missing some of the like overtly, what is the correct word for that? Evangelist-y elements that those can sometimes have. God is mentioned, church is mentioned, there's a revival as part of the book, but also there's our church leaders who are not looking out for the best interests of their congregants, and the storyline deals with a lot of things. The main conflict is not about faith per se. The book doesn't have sex on the page. It doesn't have premarital sex. The main female character has a baby that came after a rape, and she does later in the book describe some of that attack, but it's not described in a salacious way. That was an interesting read. I don't really know how I feel about it. It's a romance. It has a happy ending. That was good. But getting there was really stressful. And a lot of the topics and challenges that the main characters were dealing with are based on like real historical challenges and issues that honestly the echoes of are still being dealt with today in the United States. It's set in Georgia in like 1915. All of that to say, go watch my short. Honestly, y'all, the best way to keep up to date live on what I'm actually finishing is to monitor my shorts channel, because I am posting shorts when I finish these. And I spend way too much time picking out the music for them. They are only 15 seconds long, so I can have music. And I spend way too much time and energy going on to genius.com to look up the lyrics, to pick out which part of the song I want to use, trying to figure out which song to use. It's silly. It's absolutely ridiculous. So that's the only progress I've made in actually reading. 4 books, 9 days. Here's all the things I'm in progress with or that I've mentioned previously in the video. Just a quick note, I am giving up on my Advent reading. I just realized I was doing it to check a box, that it wasn't actually helping me to think or be more conscious or thoughtful about Christmas and the meaning of Christmas and all of that. So I am giving up on my Advent reading. It's fine. I am still halfway through When No One Is Watching, which I said the title of incorrectly several times in the last video. I have not read a single page of this in December, but I do want to finish it, and I'm halfway through, so I just need to pick it up. The problem here is it is a genre I don't normally read. I very rarely read something that has such an overarching sense of like dread or impending doom as this. And I read Catherine House in November and similarly struggled because there was this overarching sense of dread as I was reading it. It's just not an enjoyable reading experience to me. It does not compel me to keep reading. It freaks me out and I stop reading. So that's why I'm halfway through this, but I will finish it. Another book that I have only about 100 pages left in, but have delayed in reading is this book that I read for a church thing. It's about revitalizing older churches, and it just takes a lot of time, effort, and energy to read. So I have about 100 pages left, but it is a good opportunity to actually finish this because I was supposed to finish it 2 months ago. And the one that I want to try to finish today even though it's kind of unrealistic. But I owe the library this book. I owe the library this book. Is In the Serpent's Wake by Rachel Hartman. I also want to maybe make a video about how strange Rachel Hartman's books are, because she has 4 books all set in the same world. It's technically 2 duologies, but I swear, y'all, none of these books are written for the same person. The person that Seraphina is written for is me. The person that Seraphina's direct sequel, Shadowscale, is written for is not quite me. The person that the direct first book in this duology is written for, Test of the Road, is not the same person either of those other books are written for. And this one, at most, I think what you could say about it is that it might be written for the same person who Shadowscale was written for. Maybe. But it is not written for the same person that Test of the Road was written for. So I don't really know. I mean, I think the answer is Rachel Hartman created this extremely elaborate fantasy world, and she's playing around in it and writing in it, and she's not necessarily wanting to write the same thing every time. And I think that's very honorable. But how are you selling books when none of your books are written for the same audience? How, Ms. Hartman? How? Anyway, that is what I'm currently in progress in, all of those details. I hope now that the next time you see me, 2 other things I'm still in progress in. Totally forgot. I'm reading an ebook by Mary McFarlane. I can't remember what it is right now. It's one of the last ones that I'm getting to in her currently published works, but it is one of the first ones that she wrote. Hoping to finish that very soon. It's due back at the library in like 3 days, so I have to finish it very soon. And then maybe I'll make a video ranking all of the Mary McFarlane books that I have read this year. Audiobook, I am like 11% into Such a Fun Age, and I am enjoying it. I am just in this weird state where I am actually listening to audiobooks right now. I normally listen to mostly podcasts, but I am listening to audiobooks right now because I am listening to Rings of Power podcasts, like deep dives, and also watching Rings of Power, and I'm 2 episodes behind. So I need to catch up with that and then catch up with the podcast, and then I can continue on with my normal podcast listening. So in the meantime, when I might be listening to podcasts, instead I'm doing one of 2 things. I am either listening to my audiobook, which does require a certain amount of attention, or I am catching up on my extremely long watch later list on YouTube. I am down to an actual reasonable amount. I'm so proud of myself, y'all. That's what I've been doing with my time. And now I am going to stop talking to y'all so I can shoot some thumbnails where I hold some of these books up and therefore force myself to actually finish them before I post this. This is the psychology we're going with today. Talk to y'all later. Bye. An update while I walk to the library to drop off some books. I actually finished 2 books yesterday? No, 2 days ago. And then a third yesterday. So I'm up to 7 books read, and it is the 13th. So I'm a little less than halfway behind. And I'm on pace to finish a book today because I just read a romance novel, which I just blow through, and I've been ignoring my other responsibilities. This week, I'm feeling a lot better than I was last week about this whole project. So I'm feeling good. I have stuff to do this week, but I also have more time than I've ever had in any December in a while. So yeah, talk to you later. Bye. Heyo. It is like 5-ish o'clock on Thursday, the 15th of December, and I realized that I need to film an outro and get this second week up. At this point, I have completed 8 books in the first 15 days of December. I don't think I will make progress, but I don't think I'll finish anything today. More than halfway to where I'm supposed to be. But we are still trailing behind. I felt much better about this second week. I finished several books I've been trying to read for a very long time. I returned some overdue things to the library. Where am I at this point? I am about halfway into Such a Fun Age on audiobook and really enjoying it. I feel like that book is so much more than what people describe it as, at the same time as being so quiet, contemporary, just about day-to-day life and people that you would know or have known or have met. I decided to really buckle down and try to read the 4 unread books that I got in my book subscription from 2 years ago. That I bought it in 2020, I got it in 2021 and the beginning of this year, and I want to finish all of these so I can make a video about them. So I picked up what was, I believe, my March book from that, which was
Her Body and Other Parties. I read her memoir In the Dream House and loved it. Just thought that the way she played with form and everything were so interesting. I think that she's still playing with form and playing with, I think the author really likes to sort of dictate how you experience or how you read a story. I think she's still doing that here, but this is a collection of short stories. There's like 8 short stories. I am in the middle of the 60-page 4th story. And I think that the subject matter here, all of these so far are very well written, but a lot of them are very like sexual or about how we relate to each other through sex, or like that's a big theme in them. And I think I knew that going in, which is why I didn't personally pick this up for myself. And I do think I will finish it because I do think the writing is very beautiful. So I'm not going to DNF it, but I don't think I will end up personally enjoying this book. That's what I'm feeling so far. I'm in the middle of this story that is but is not about Law & Order SVU, and I just want to talk to somebody who actually watches that show and has read this and ask them about it. I feel like I'm missing a lot. Earlier today, I thought maybe I'll finish it today. Maybe I'll read it in one day. I don't think that's going to happen. And I have barely started A Master of Gin, which I am reading for Mari's Chirp Books book club, but I'm reading the ebook, not the audiobook. So that is where I'm at in reading right now. Plus, I have only one book left that I have been reading for a good chunk of the year and haven't finished yet. I haven't read that one at all, picked it up at all in December because it's kind of dense, but I might pick it up and try to get a chapter in. We'll see. Part of why I picked up Her Body and Other Parties of the books that I have left for this, which maybe if I just finish these 4 and can make a video about it before the end of the year, I'll count that as success. How does that sound? I picked this one up because it's short stories, so I thought just read one short story to start. That's where I'm at so far. Now I will see you next week.